shot, killed by the police. Video just coming out. Here it is.
And 31.
He's pulling off.
Vehicle is 1099. 3342, I'm at you.
You should be advised, there's just one car right down the road.
I stopped it right before the gunshot started. Put up the pictures full mass. Let me explain to you what has happened in this country. See that young black male, 17 years of age, in Greensboro, North Carolina. The young Nasanto Crenshaw was gunned down by an officer with the Greensboro Police Department while fleeing a traffic stop August of last year. You see, they did not immediately give us access to this video. We have it now. Let me give you first the police account of the shooting. According to the Greensboro Police Department, the teenager, Mr. Crenshaw, was driving a stolen vehicle when he was stopped on West Market Street. They said two other teenagers, ages 17 and 15, were riding inside of the vehicle. Greensboro Police say as officers approached the car, the young Crenshaw took off. When the vehicle was stopped for a second time, several teens jumped out and ran away. WRAL News has been told while police were trying to detain the other passengers in the car, Crenshaw hit the gas, ramming a patrol car. Police say he hit the gas again, and that's when he was shot. So I'm going to give you the screenshots. And the screenshots indicate the 3 shots that were fired at the teen. So each screenshot represents another shot at the teen, okay? Now, according to the police, they were shooting in these scenes. Why? Because obviously their lives were in danger, okay? What danger do you see? Let's put up the mother, okay? It's always a mother. Crenshaw's mother, who obviously is distraught still. It's not something you just get over. Her name is Wakita Doherty. Miss Doherty told WRAL News that she doesn't understand why they had to use deadly force. And she says her son was unarmed. Why couldn't you shoot out the tires? Why couldn't you throw down some strips? She poses those questions while crying. Anything besides shooting him dead. That's what you did. You shot him dead. I mean, them just facts. End quote. Let me give you the dispute over the vehicle even being stolen. The vehicle was called in stolen, okay, by a Fort Bragg soldier who did not want to be identified. Miss Doherty says Crenshaw, the 17-year-old, told her the soldier had loaned him the car. Crenshaw used the car to drive to Greensboro with a group of friends from Fayetteville, but did not return in time, according to Miss Doherty. The mother said that the woman was upset with the young Crenshaw and called the police and reported the car as stolen. The soldier told WRAL News a different side of the story, said that Crenshaw stole her car and she did not give him permission to drive it. Now, naturally, this is something that really may not be argued. Why? Because the person being accused is dead. That's why. This possibly could be very true. But once again, the courts may not be the adequate place to weigh the evidence because the individual, once again, being accused of stealing the vehicle is no longer here. There's more. Let's put up the lawyers who are representing the family. Crenshaw's family, they're being represented by nationally renowned civil rights attorneys, Harry Daniels, John Barris, as well as Shamika White. They all filed a federal lawsuit in connection to the killing. They put the following statement. We got an email this morning from the law firm. It says, District Attorney Avery Crump and the Greensboro Police Department have hidden the truth for long enough. But now that this video is public, it's undeniable. Even after they have tried to put their spin on it, the facts are clear. Corporal Sletton's life was never in danger. Nasanto Crenshaw, the young 17-year-old, was never a threat. He was scared. He was unarmed. He was running for his life when this officer gunned him down and killed him. The wheels of the car were clearly turned away from Corporal Sletton, and he simply wasn't in the car's path when he fired the shots. The front of the car had passed when he fired his second, and the car had passed entirely when he fired the third shot, killing the young Nasanto, and barely missing a 14-year-old sitting on the passenger seat. The corporal and district attorney may not know the difference between a passing car and one trying to run you over, but the people do. Prosecutors charge killers every day across America with less evidence than this video, but apparently District Attorney Crump thinks a badge is a license to kill, end quote, from the law firm. Let's put up the people supposedly in charge. Your DA, Avery Crump, and Greensboro Police Chief, John Thompson. Let me say this. When I received this story, and I was looking over the elements of the video, as well as the commentary from the attorneys, from the law office, I remember when I was a teenager, I remember being inside of a stolen car. I remember going to juvenile because we got caught. I also remember I never thought I would die or be shot and killed by the police if I got caught. I always thought the worst thing that would happen to me is I would go to juvenile detention. And now these young black males who are truly, authentically afraid. They run away, no threat, no weapon. The police officer gets to become their judge, jury, and executioner. See, if you're okay with this, because it's not you or it's not someone who looks like you, please understand, this isn't just about race. This is also about what they perceive as influence and class. You see, they think it's status. And so they perceive you, regardless of your race, to not have a particular status. They will try this on you too. They've been indoctrinated to believe they can get away with certain things. Many cops engage in this kind of senseless activity on a regular basis, and we never get to expose them because it is successfully covered up. This is outrageous. Everyone should be on the same page, regardless of party affiliation and race. All right, Jeff, thoughts here.
A teenager, a black boy, was so afraid of what might happen to him if he were arrested or caught by a police officer that he decided to flee for his life. And the very thing he feared is what ultimately happened to him. That's going to sit with me for a while, and I think it actually should. Going back to the police officer and the idea of shooting to kill, whether or not your actual life is in danger, is such a loophole that I'm not even sure there's anything that we can really do about it. Because it kind of seems that, like, ahead of time, he knew all he needed to do was say that his life was in danger, and that will rectify any decision being made thereafter. So I am truly disheartened for that family, their friends, the mother That mother nailed it. There's many things that officer should have done instead of taking out that child's life, including, if holding a gun, shooting out the tires. But that's where we are in this country.
Yep, there you go. We will follow this story naturally, bring you updates as they come.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I want to give a shout out, and I would like to thank Dr. Rashad Ritchie of Indisputable for this story. And that's mainly the reason why I'm doing a part 2 of this investigation, what happened with Nasanto. Nasanto Antonio Crenshaw. Let me say this. Now, you heard the police version of it. You saw the body cam video of the incident that happened on August 21st, 2022, which was last year. Now, their version, that's mainly the reason why I did a part 2 of this. Their version was that it was a stolen car, confirmed, that the police stated, "I fear for my life," and they said that the teenager was trying to ran him over, and they didn't have a choice but to shoot him. Now, you saw the video. I saw the video. It seems to me that the car didn't literally try to hit the officer. Instead, it went away from the officer, and that's when the officer shot the vehicle 3 times, killing Nasanto Crenshaw. Now, this is 2 versions of the stories. Now, their story was they found the gun and the ski mask inside the vehicle. Now, according to Dr. Rashad Ritchie's show, Indisputable, they said that he was unarmed. There's no evidence of no gun or no ski mask inside the vehicle. That the teenagers were scared for their lives. Now, keep in mind that the 17-year-old Nasanto was still a teenager. And the 2 friends of his was also 17 and 15. Now, they're not even from Greensboro, okay? So basically, they're from Fayetteville, North Carolina, which is like another county on the other side of the state of North Carolina, which is possibly the suburban part of Raleigh. Okay. Now, this is what I'm saying, that the guy who was a military soldier in Fayetteville, who decided not to be identified, saying that he called the police and reported the car stolen. Now, according to Indisputable, they said that, it could be true that they decided, steal the car, but the 17-year-old Nasanto is no longer here. Now, you heard the police version that the 17-year-old has a ski mask and a gun inside the vehicle, which according to, now on the body cam video, you don't see inside the vehicle of a gun or a ski mask. But the victim's family, which is Nasanto's family, said he was unarmed. Basically, it also shows that they hid this, video for a while so the public won't see what really happened. And again, it shows you that the car didn't even try to hit the officer. In fact, it tried to drove away from the officer, and that's when the police officer shot in the vehicle 3 times, killing Nasanto Crenshaw. So this is a different versions of the events. They said they found a ski mask and and guns inside the vehicle, but other people said that, including Indisputable, Dr. Rashad Ritchie here, saying that there is no gun, he was unarmed. So, plus, they didn't even, here's the thing too that they didn't even bring up. If there was a gun and a ski mask inside a vehicle, why didn't they took a picture of it and post it on social media, or post it on I mean, on that video that you saw, the first video you saw, which is a body cam video of the incident. Why didn't they take a picture of it if it was a gun and a ski mask? So, ladies and gentlemen, this is why I want to show you two versions of this event so that you can come come to the conclusion on your own. Were the cars stolen? Possibly, yes. Was Nasanto worth being shot over? Or was Nasanto justified being shot? And I'm going to be honest with you, no, he deserved not to be shot because, again, he did not try to run the officer over. He was trying to run away from the officer. So y'all let me know what you think about this. And I'm telling you like this is going to be a major investigation. The Crenshaw family has already filed a lawsuit against the Greensboro Police Department of this incident. And you notice they did not, you know this is a female military officer that reported the car stolen. They didn't identify who this female military officer is or female military soldier is. But she claimed that the car was stolen. They did not even give her name or what she looked like. When that happens, we already know what's up. Let's just be honest here. But let's just end it with this. The facts are that the car was indeed stolen. Yes. That, as you can tell, that the police officer saying that Nasanto was trying to ran him over, which of course you saw the video that he didn't even go near the officer. He went and ran away from the officer. So that was also ain't true. But ladies and gentlemen, this is mainly the reason why I like Indisputable, and shouts out to them because they also found the truth and found the facts. Tell me what you think about this, and I'll talk to you in the next video. Lionsden's gone. Deuces.